Hi po! Ngayon po, ang isi-share ko naman sa inyo ay tungkol sa pagkuha ng DAR clearance. So, may nag-request po sa previous vlog ko na ano daw po yung mga requirements sa pag-secure ng DAR clearance. So, ito pong DAR clearance na to ay ini-issue ni Department of Agrarian Reform. And kapag po bibili tayo ng agricultural lot, isa sa mga requirements na kailangan nating i-secured ay itong DAR clearance. Aside from certificate authorizing registration from the BIR at saka yung sa Registry of Deeds. Itong DAR clearance pong ito ay ini-issue ng Department of Agrarian Reform and medyo marami po siyang requirements na hinihingi in compliance with the different Agrarian Reform Act. So, ito na po yung requirement sa pagkuha ng DAR clearance. Pag kumuha po tayo ng DAR clearance, hanapin po natin yung MARPO Office at saka yung DAR Office. Ang MARPO Office, yun yung Municipal Agrarian Reform Program Office. Sila po yung magbibigay sa atin ng investigation report. Gagawa po tayo ng written request na naka-address sa DAR head. Kung sino man po yung DAR head, sa kanya po natin i-address yung ating written request. Then after po noon, magpapasa po tayo ng Deed of Instrument to be registered. Ito po yung original title. Ibabalik naman po sa atin yan, don't worry. Then susunod po is yung certified true copy ng title. Ito po yung nire-request natin sa RD. Mura lang po yan, 300 lang po yan. Then yung certified true copy po ng tax declaration na hinihingi po natin sa assessor's office, municipal assessors. Then, kailangan din po natin kumuha ng affidavit of transferee that his or her total land holdings inclusive of the land to be acquired is not more than 5 hectares if she or he is not an agrarian reform beneficiary. So, and 3 hectares naman po if he or she is an agrarian reform beneficiary. And this includes the spouse. So, ito po is in compliance with the Agrarian Reform Act 1-89. And kailangan po itong affidavit na to ay maipanotarize natin. And ang gumagawa po nito mostly ay yung lawyer. Although may mga format na po si Agrarian Reform, but then again, pwede po tayo magpagawa sa lawyer na lang para hindi na tayo mahirapan. Next naman po is affidavit of the transferor stating that the total agricultural land holdings and the land subject of the instrument is part of the retention area. So, yan po ay ipapagawa rin natin sa lawyer. And then, meron din naman pong format si Department of Agrarian Reform. The next one is affidavit of non-tenancy. So, in compliance with the Department of Agrarian Reform Act number 2, series of 2009, kailangan po nating kumuha or magpagawa ng affidavit of non-tenancy na wala talagang tenant doon sa agricultural lot na ibebenta natin. Next po is the City Assessor Certification of the total aggregate land holdings both of the transferor and the transferee including their spouses. So, ito po ay manggagaling sa City Assessors itong certifications na to. So, remember po na yung affidavit ng transferee, affidavit of the transferor at saka affidavit of non-tenancy, pwede po tayong magpagawa niyan sa lawyer or may format po si DAR, kunin natin, then ipa-notarize po natin. Kailangan po notarize yan. Lastly is the sketch map of the property or approved plan if portion lang po yung bibilhin natin. So, after natin makumpleto yung mga requirements, mag-release na si Department of Agrarian Reform ng clearance. And dadalhin po natin yan sa Registry of Deeds along with the requirements na binanggit ko doon sa previous vlog ko. So, pakibalikan na lang po itong previous vlog kong ito para sa other requirements. And if ever po na may gusto kayong malaman or gusto nyong i-address ko, comment down below lang po and I will try my best to make a vlog para doon sa questions ninyo or yung concerns ninyo. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you!